So one of the things that's fun about this program and about what people learn is that essentially every team changes what they think. They start out thinking that they understand who their customers are and what the value they have to their customers, and they think they understand their technology as well. But what they learn very quickly is that some of that is wrong. And they all change, they pivot. Every team in this cohort has pivoted, as far as I know. I may be wrong with one or two, but almost all of them have changed. And they've changed not just because it feels good to change, quite the contrary, it hurts. They don't like changing. Nobody likes changing. But they go and they collect data and they talk to their customers and they realize they have to change. They have to change to be successful. They have to change to find their customers. They have to change to ultimately build a company. So what I've seen from the teams in this cohort is a lot of change. Some of them have changed the customers they're approaching. Some have changed just the types of questions they've asked. Some have changed what they think they should do next. But what's really interesting, and probably most important, is they have changed who they are. They've changed what they're trying to do. One of the things that I think is so interesting about I-Corps is how it becomes a self-sustaining proposition. So UNAM has sponsored this one, and it's been great to get these teams educated on their specific projects. But more importantly, or just as importantly, UNAM is also creating a group of people who understand this process and can begin to disseminate it broadly. The best way to make this successful for Mexico and in Mexico is by running these cohorts as frequently as they reasonably can. Every 3 months, every 6 months, something like that, and get more and more people to understand this process and be able to build the ecosystem. The ecosystem is not limited to the university. It will also add resources to the university. That is, the mentors and the people from around the university will see what's happening and want to come in. It will give a pathway for the students and the professors to go outside the university. They'll begin to understand how to reach out to the community. And eventually, if we continue to run these cohorts, you'll find large companies beginning to come to the university and saying, would you teach me how to do this? Would you give me some of your students that know how to do this? Would you help me be better at what I do? And so it's a wonderful cycle. You teach the students, you teach the professors, you teach the university, you teach the community, and ultimately you teach the big companies and government as well. What we're going to see is some of the teams are going to announce that they are a go, that they're going to try to build a company, and that's great. Some of the teams are going to announce that they are a no-go. They just don't think there's a company here. And that's also great. What this program does is it allows the teams to understand what the commercial viability is of their idea, but more importantly, to understand what the path forward is. If there's a real company there, if there's a chance to build something big, that's great. And now they're more secure in the knowledge, they have more specific knowledge. Many of them know who their first customers are. They know who to go sell something to. Even if the technology is not ready yet, even if it's not finished, they know where to go in the future to be able to get their customers to pay attention. The teams that are no-go, the teams that have decided not to continue, are saving an enormous amount of time and money. They now understand this may be a great technology, it may be great research. It's not a company. It's not a product, at least not yet. So we're going to go do something else. Instead of wasting our time on something that's not going to fly, we're going to go do something else. And that's gigantically helpful. They too are also more secure in what they know and therefore will be more likely to be successful. What we see from teams coming out of this program generally is the people who emerge from the program are more confident. They're better able to do this again, so they're more confident about this idea, but they're more confident about the next idea. And they're able to teach the people around them how to do this and therefore create value for everybody. So I do this because it's great fun for me. I enjoy this process and I enjoy the learning and teaching that goes on. But what I really enjoy is the changes in the people, is the effect that this has on the teams and the individuals involved. So what's great is to see people say that they were wrong, but now they have an idea of how they're right, how they can be more right in the future. It's fun for me to see people change what they think and have a better idea of what they're doing. It's fun to see the flexibility. It's fun to see them grow. It's fun to see their confidence grow in what they're doing. And the best teams are the ones that are the most flexible, are willing to listen the most honestly, that are willing to stand up for what they think is right, but are willing to listen to customer feedback and ultimately create a better enterprise.